Hi there, my name's James and welcome to R&R, the show where I react to and review some of the latest and greatest music videos. Today, I'm going to be checking out The Summoning by Sleep Token. This is the first time I've ever listened to Sleep Token, so let's get to it. Heavy groove metal sort of thing. Got that sort of Meshuggah thing, but with clean vocals. Tool-esque. Alright, so yeah, it's sort of got that Meshuggah thing, Tool thing going for it, in that groove metal or, just sort of progressive metal kind of genre. I'm not the biggest fan of this type of music. I feel, rhythmically, there's so much technically going on within the changes of the time signature, but when it comes to the actual playing, there's not a lot of melodicism to it. There's definitely lots going on within the vocal, and I think that's so far kind of the saving grace for me. But when it comes to the guitars, the bass, even like the nice synthesizer, atmospheric sort of sounds, there's just not a lot going on. I wish there was, a bit more when it comes to melody, or even just note value within the tone of the guitar. It's very muffled, which that could also be within the mix or potentially the master as well. I kind of feel, it's hard to say if there is a chorus or if it's just going to be sort of A, B, C, D, maybe some repeating of, section B or section C every now and then. And you get that, quite a lot within prog music, but within, say, the master, the dynamic changes aren't quite hitting, at least for me. These headphones, they can sometimes be a bit deceiving, but when it comes to those dynamic shifts, particularly within decibel level, rising and falling, I can get a usually pretty good hearing of that. But here, there was definitely that moment where there was a shift, but I didn't quite get that from the music. I got that from the vocal. So yeah, musically so far, I'm a bit mixed. I will say, on screen, the figure that we're getting is pretty cool. It almost has this sort of like Dune element to it, a Harkonnen or something like that. There's these elements of like futuristic, but then mixed with sort of traditional style elements or garments. So I'm liking that. There we go. Bit more going on with the guitar there. We get that bit of a breakdown section and it's cool. There's some fun, interesting stuff happening. I still think though, what's really letting it down for me probably is that guitar tone. The note value It's really hard to hear a lot of distinction in. I feel, there could be so many reasons as to why that is. It could be, the down tuning. It could be potentially, the use of like digital amplifiers, which sometimes they sound great. Other times they can just make a guitar tone, a bit lifeless. There's bands out there within this genre which I feel are able to get that note value still out of, really low down-tuned guitars. I kind of feel this is probably maybe 7 or 8 string guitar being used as well. But yeah, just some little tweaks to get a bit more of a dynamic musicality out of the guitar playing would have been nice. There was some interesting moments, some of those glitchy, techie sort of playing techniques, but yeah. Ooh, there's some nice piano in there. Only just noticed that. Yeah, it's funny, the fact that I only just noticed that nice piano playing. Maybe it wasn't in there previously, but the fact that I noticed it over the guitar solo section, that may be saying something. Those vocals, they're nice. The range is really cool. I like that synth sound. That's cool. Those vocals are really nice as well. With that really reverb, spaced out, atmospheric sort of thing. I'm liking this dynamic shift, but, in classic sort of prog fashion, it's probably taking a little bit longer than I would like. Wow. I definitely was not expecting an R&B style infused break section. That's, I gotta say, that's pretty impressive, the way that shift from, something like massive, big, heavy metal, prog metal sound, to go into that sort of instrumental, atmospheric sort of thing, that's pretty easy. But then to shift into something sort of R&B, it's almost got that, what's that song, Pony? From the early 2000s, it's almost got that sort of thing going for it. Interesting. It's almost got like a Nothing But Thieves sort of vibe. I would say I'm not really understanding the music video, film clip. It's, not sure what's going on screen, but musically there's quite a lot going on. I would say overall, the first maybe half or more of the song, it's a pretty standard, straightforward kind of prog metal, groove metal sort of thing. There's nothing that super stands out for me. I would say though, for being, a 6-minute song, having that last half grow in to what it became was a very nice touch and very not expected at all. So with that in mind, that really does level it up a little bit for me. Yeah, to take the song somewhere so different to where it was quite interesting. I will say, music video wise, it's hard to say what was happening. It's just a statue, just a figure. There's that shift where, the lasers are now pointing at it. There was subtle moves in the figure. It was kind of hard as well to, I guess, keep up with the story being told within the lyrics. Sometimes, and this is a bit more of a personal taste kind of thing, I did like that the vocals weren't sort of really in your face and they were a little bit back in the mix. However, I guess with a song like this, being 6 minutes and, me just assuming that there probably is some sort of story or message within them, that I think to have those vocals a little bit louder to get a better idea of what's going on there would have been nice as well. But even then, when it comes to the music video clip, I feel that a music video should be, an extension of that message, of those themes, of the potential story being told. And for me, someone, not familiar with Sleep Token, I don't know if this is part of something else that's come before it, or if this is the start, being the summoning. Maybe this is the start of something to come that will be built upon. But I would say, overall, music video, it's boring. To be completely honest. There's a lot of questions there, but I'm not interested, I guess. It wasn't that captivating for me to go and want to seek out more information. Yeah, sort of so lackluster that I'm very happy just to not delve deeper. As for the music though, I do think I may explore Sleep Token a little bit more. I'm interested to see if that element of early 2000s kind of R&B is something that appears again in their music, or if this was just for this song. So that was an interesting shift. But I would say overall with this one, the vocals are really a standout. The drums, of course, are definitely a standout as well. Bass guitar, I honestly couldn't hear bass guitar in there. I don't know if that's a problem or not, but yeah, it's sort of just one of those things. I assume it's there. If, you know, I could control the mix, I'm sure if I muted the bass guitar tracks, that something would be missing, but also potentially doesn't need to be there at all. You know, it is definitely a question when it comes to these sorts of prog metal bands, you know, when the guitars are being tuned down so low, or also the use of, you know, 7 or 8 string or 9 string guitars. You know, do we really need a bass guitar anymore? Particularly in this stuff where it is so syncopated, there's not a huge amount of melodic movement. In this instance, I would say, you know, if there is a bass guitar in there, it doesn't need to be there. The job's already been done. Particularly if you're also going to use like synthesizers as well. You know, just use a bass synth rather than using a bass guitar. All right, that's it for me in this one. Be sure to let me know, what are your guys' thoughts on Sleep Token? Did I just completely miss the point? Is there some other story, message, theme happening here that this song and music video are a part of, and I need to experience them to understand this? Let me know. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Check out some of these other videos appearing before me, and you'll catch me in the next one.